Past the Fear is developed and published by Red Black Studio, an indie team focused on fast-paced action experiences with strong co-op elements. The game is currently in development, with the demo showcasing the core gameplay loop, progression systems, and an early look at multiplayer. Roguelite games are like Metroidvania games to me. They are very, very, very hit or miss. I either end up having a great time, or I'm looking for an excuse to turn them off. It all comes down to execution. If the characters aren't interesting, the weapons feel boring, or the mechanics feel rushed, there's a good chance I'm out within 30 minutes. With Past the Fear, I jumped in for what I thought would be a quick session. One run turned into several deaths, a lot of experimenting, and eventually about 3 hours of playtime. Right from the start, you'll notice the roguelite structure. You begin in the same opening area where you grab an additional weapon, and after that, the game starts mixing things up with procedurally generated paths. Each section gives you a choice that shapes your run, but I'll get to that in a moment. First, let's talk characters. There isn't much of a story here. You start as a character named Jester, armed with a 6-shot weapon and an ultimate ability that charges over time. As you progress, you unlock additional characters like Lanny and Marcus, but the core gameplay remains the same across the board. Movement, shooting, and mechanics all feel identical. The only real difference between characters is their ultimate ability. Jester's ultimate fires multiple shots at once and is extremely useful in combat. Lanny's focuses on generating money, and Marcus has a spinning attack that's supposed to include a powerful silver bullet, although I personally never saw that shot make much of a difference. After spending time with all three, I'll be honest, Jester felt like the strongest and most practical choice. The others just didn't feel as effective in an actual fight. Now let's talk about the real reason I kept playing: the weapons. You start with a basic 6-shot gun, but the big twist is that all the weapons have unlimited ammo. You can carry 2 weapons at a time, and each weapon is made up of 2 parts. 1, the gun itself, which determines its firing style and elemental type like fire, ice, or acid. And 2, a barrel attachment that can increase damage, add elemental effects, boost critical chance, or enhance overall performance. This system adds a lot of flexibility and makes every run feel customizable. Since it is a roguelite, progression is built around choices. After clearing a section, you'll choose between 2 paths that you may want to lead to: a guaranteed new weapon, a new barrel, a money reward, or a combat-heavy enemy horde. Personally, I followed Dre's school of thought and chased the money, and honestly, it paid off. Eventually, you'll hit a shop. Each shop offers 6 items, 3 focus on stats like armor or damage, and 3 that offer new weapons, barrels, or elemental skills that charge faster than your ultimate. There's also a healer who will restore a percentage of your health for a fee, so managing your money becomes important. Right after the shop comes a mini-boss, and if you survive, the cycle repeats. Combat sections, shop, boss, and then bigger rewards. After major boss fights, you'll get permanent upgrade cards that can dramatically change your run. One of the best I found removed 60% of an enemy's health on the first hit if they were at full health. Regular enemies are fairly simple and most serve to build momentum and resources. Once I upgraded Jester though, I was cleaning sections without taking any damage. Bosses, on the other hand, are when the game really shines. Boss patterns stay consistent regardless of your character, so once you learn their attacks, success comes down to your build and elemental setup. The game follows a rock paper scissors system. Fire beats ice, ice beats acid, acid beats fire. If you don't have the right element, shops let you buy or even re-roll inventory to find what you need. Even in the demo form, I encountered at least 4 different bosses, and the game never felt like it was rushing to the end. Now, multiplayer is available in beta. The setup lets you join public rooms, enter a friend's code, or host your own game for up to 4 players. I did run into a small issue navigating the rooms menu with a controller and had to switch to keyboard and mouse for this part. I hosted a public session, but no one joined. Although there were only 7 players online at the time, and this is still just a demo. After spending a few hours with it, I really get the feeling that Past the Fear is designed to be a co-op focused experience. There's no built-in voice chat, so if you're planning to play with friends, you want to use Discord or another communication app. I put about 3 hours into the demo, experimenting with builds and learning the systems, and I genuinely had a lot of fun. The weapon customization is the standout feature, the boss fights are engaging, and the progression loop kept pulling me back in for one more run. While the characters don't feel very distinct yet, and the regular enemies could use a bit more variety, the core gameplay is solid. And more importantly, this feels like a game that would really shine with a full squad working together. If the developers continue expanding character identity, enemy variety, and polish the multiplayer experience, Past the Fear could end up being a very strong co-op roguelite. For now, The demo left me interested.